This is the diary entry for Bert Page of the 52nd Heavy Regiment Bedfordshire Yeomanry Royal Artillery, whilst his unit was based on Southampton Common. Around March 1944, we moved to Salisbury Plain for a long series of practice shoots and much swatting up on wireless procedure. This was to prove very important when we did land in France. The early weeks of May 1944, we moved to Southampton. Our tents, etc., were on Southampton Common, but all our vehicles were in the streets along with the guns. The area was called Bassett, and the streets were all named after flowers. Our particular one was called Iris Road. The residents were very good to us, and despite the upheaval treated us wonderfully well. Wasn't long before many of us, to use an old army term, had our feet under the table. I got very friendly with a lovely family called Osmond. Their youngest daughter, Barbara, who was about 7 or 8, used to talk to me a lot and was instrumental in getting me into the family house. They were a large household consisting of mother, father and daughters Joan, Joyce, Brenda, Barbara and sons Bert and Gordon. As time went by, I was attracted to Joan more and more. We, that is the family, had some nice evening indoors playing darts, skittles and cards and occasionally hunting for some beer. This was quite an enjoyable venture. When word got around that some pubs had a delivery of beer, everyone descended upon that establishment like a pack of wolves. We had learnt to take some sort of drinking vessel with us, as most pubs were without glasses. We took jam jars, which was quite a laugh, but at least we got a drink. The time arrived for us to leave Southampton, and I promised Joan I would write to her whatever the difficulties. By this time I had fallen in love with her. Our move took place late May 1944 to Stakes Wood, just outside Portsmouth. This was like a detention centre. Everyone was virtually a prisoner. No letters, no contact with any civilians, although this did happen when we had to leave the camp to service our vehicles, which were outside the camp. One chap who lived near Stakes Wood did go home without anyone's knowledge except for his mates. It was a risky thing to do, as we could have been moved at any time. June the 6th came with the news that the invasion had taken place. We were rather disappointed not to have taken part in the initial landings, but this was understandable as our guns were so big we assumed a secure landing would have to be made before risking our equipment. Nevertheless, there was great excitement when on the evening of D-Day we were ordered to our vehicles with all our equipment to prepare to move off. This is what we had trained so hard for so long.